In this video, I'm going to unbox and assemble a 5-drawer mechanics cart with a few modifications while I'm doing it. As you can see, I've already got a 5-drawer cart. I've had that one for a long time. It's held up really well. I'm pretty sure when I bought it, all they came in was red at the time. They might have had black back then, but I don't remember them having a black one. I gave that one away to my daughter for like a starter tool cart, and I decided to buy a black one to match my other toolboxes I have that are black. I was gonna buy the full bank cart because I really want one of those, but I've really enjoyed this box and I really think that's all you need, honestly. I've got these other toolboxes for all the other stuff that I don't keep in there, and really all I keep in there is the essential stuff that I use, you know, the majority of the time. Like I said, I've had this one for a long time. I only got 2 complaints. One is I wish all 4 wheels swiveled, which when I put that one together, I'm gonna make all 4 wheels swiveled. The other is the lid not opening all the way up and the location of the struts. I don't really care much for the location of the struts and the fact that the lid doesn't open all the way up, which Harbor Freight's already fixed that in their design on that cart versus that one. But like I said, I've enjoyed the cart. The only reason I'm switching from that one to the black one is because I gave that one away. And I figured if I'm going to replace it, I'll just replace it with a black one to match my other boxes. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing unboxed. We'll see what's all in there. And I'll show you my first little modification for it. So after you get everything taken out of the box, you're gonna take your keys and unlock it so you can lift your lid up so you can open your bottom drawer. That's where all your wheels and hardware will be located. So inside this box, you have your wheels, your nuts and bolts, and your little handle should be in here somewhere, right there. The little handle for the lid. All I need out of here is these nuts and bolts and the little handle. I'm not going to use these casters on this box. I'm actually going to use them on something else that I've got. I bought 4 locking swivel casters from Amazon. I'll leave the link in the description below. I know a lot of people will buy 2 swivel casters from Harbor Freight and swap the wheels out because the bolt patterns match. It's really kind of the easiest upgrade to do on these. My only problem is with that is I want all 4 of my casters to lock. I probably won't ever lock all 4 of them at the same time, but that's just what I prefer. Plus the casters I bought are all black instead of having the silver on them. But as far as casters go, those are some really good casters. They're probably better than the ones I bought, to be honest with you. So I do plan on using them. I'm just not going to use them on this cart. Now that I've got the nuts and bolts out, what I want to do is take all these carriage bolts that's going to show on the outside of the box like these, and I'm going to paint the heads of them black. I don't know why they don't put black ones in here. They put black ones on the gray toolbox, which I think looks really good. I like the fact that it's got the black bolt heads and the door pieces are black on it. I mean, that's a really good looking box. I probably should have got the gray one. I just don't have anything that really matches it in my shop, so not that that matters. The gray one's cool. I got the black one. I took all the carriage bolts and some 400 grit and just scuffed the top of them up a little bit so paint will stick to them a little better. So here's what I'm thinking. I take a 1/4-inch drill bit, drill a hole in there, then I can stick the bolt in like that. I can do that like 40 more times, and I could just paint the heads of all my boats. So I'm gonna get to drilling these holes, put them in there. I got those all sanded down, got them stuck in the cardboard. I'm gonna paint them with a little of this VHT gloss black. I really like this paint. It's high temp paint, but I really like it for basically everything. It's a really good looking paint when it dries. All right, let me show you the difference in these wheels and why I went with this one. These are awesome wheels. They're super heavy duty, but I hate these brake systems that they have on them. I mean, they work fine, but once you get the brake on, you can spin it. This one, the brake system, when the brake's locked, you can't spin it either. So these are a little bit more heavy duty. I like the brake system on this. Plus all 4 wheels will be able to brake instead of just 2. So that's an upside. I don't know how these are going to last compared to these, because I know these wheels will last because I have them on that, the original cart I have. And I've been rolling it around the shop for years. So I know that these will hold up. I guess only time will tell with these, but I mean, they seem like they're built out of the same stuff. Like I said, these things are massive compared to these, and they're both 5-inch wheels, so they're the same height. So we'll see how these work out compared to these. If these don't work out, I'll just put a set of these on there, I guess. But I just don't like that the only having 2 of them that lock, and then I just hate these locking mechanisms on these. They're not my favorite for sure. Anyways, I'm gonna get these mounted up on the bottom of the tool cart. So these aren't a direct bolt-on like the ones that Harbor Freight sells, but these 2 holes will line up with these 2 holes. So on each wheel, I'm gonna end up having to drill 2 holes for each wheel. But other than that, I think they're gonna work fine. So I mounted one wheel just to make sure this would all work. So I ended up using a 3/8 drill bit to drill the holes for these 2 extra ones. That gives enough play to get the shoulder of that boat, since they have the square shoulder on them. That allows it to suck into basically the caster slot. The only downside is the long boats that come with the toolbox are too long. But if you replace the long boats with the short boat like I did right here, it will swing over that. So I'm either gonna have to cut these off or put short boats in here and then put my long boats in the side here where they won't be seen anyways. So I'll probably just do that because that's gonna be the easiest option. But like I said, if you go with the wheels that come with it, you won't run into this problem. So with the shorter boats, everything clears on it. So now that I figured how to do one, I'm gonna do the other 3. Got the wheels on. I think they look pretty good. I like the black wheels on there. So my boat heads should be dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on the 4 corner braces and then the cross braces. On these corner pieces, one end, the hole is 1 inch from the end. The other is 1 3/8 inches from the end. I mean, you can pretty much tell by looking at them. The one where the hole is 1 inch from the end goes on the bottom. That's really the only thing you need to know. I got all the legs and the cross bracing on. I want to say the black paint I used matched pretty daggum good. On these, I put the side braces on first and then put these on top. I don't think it matters which way you put them. So now that I got this all put together, I just got the bolts loosely put on there. I'm gonna set it on the floor and we'll try to set the top inside it. Since I'm lifting this up and putting it in there by myself, I think I'm going to go ahead and take all the drawers out of it, try to lighten my load as much as possible. I mean, I'm getting old. My back ain't near as strong as it used to be. So these should have little levers on them, just like any other drawer in your kitchen or wherever. Just push that down and pull it out. And I'm gonna try to heave this thing in there. I'm gonna say that taking the drawers out does make it a little bit easier. So if you're building one of these, you might want to try that. Now that I got that sitting in there, all that's left to do now is put the rest of the bolts in it, bolt it up, slap my struts on there. I think I'll just fold this all the way down for now. That way I can get my bolts started in there. All right, I got all the bolts started in the front and the back. I didn't put the ones in the side yet because if you bought the folding tray to go on the side, now's the time to put it on instead of waiting until you get it put together and then taking the side bolts out and putting it on. I actually got 2 of these, 1 for each side. I really like the folding table on my old cart. So, but there'd be times where I would be working on something, I'd just pile it up with tools and I wished I had a little bit more space. So I'm going to go ahead and put 1 on each side of this cart. So, I mean, if I need extra space, I can just flip up the other side too. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the trays on. Then I'll slide the drawers back in. And I may go ahead and put the struts on, and then I'll tighten all the bolts up when I'm done with everything on the cart. So as you can see, I didn't put the handle on it. I don't think I need the handle. I mean, I should be able to roll this thing around any which way I want without the handle, honestly. If I decide I need the handle, I go ahead and mount the handle in here and just space this out or drop this down and rear drill some holes to keep the side table on there. The only issue I ran into was one of the threads on this little handle here was stripped out. So I just found a little bit longer bolt and I took a tap and just ran the tap in there, and it seems to be pretty stable now. I see guys saying you could pull them around with this. Man, a little piece of aluminum, I don't know. I'm sure you can. I just don't trust that. But no, I mean, I don't think you need a handle to move it. When I get some weight in here, I'll push it around a little bit and see if I need one or not. But other than that, I think it turned out really well. So I guess as far as the modifications on this so far is I painted these bolts black, which I think they should come from factory like that. That looks way better than it would with the silver bolts in there. I put the black wheels on it. It's 4 swivels with locks. Really like that. Should be easy for me to get in places. I put the fold up tables on each side. Gives me a little bit more room to store tools or just whatever I'm messing with on there. 2 things I didn't use the handle, and I didn't use the little can holder on the side. Don't feel like I need either one of those. I'll use that can holder on something else. On my old box, it just kind of gathered junk is all it did. Really only 2 cans of stuff I use is like WD-40 and brake clean, so I can get one of those little magnetic deals that only holds 2 cans and stick on there somewhere, and that'd be enough for me on that. I know I didn't show every step of putting this together. I mean, honestly, if you buy one, the directions are pretty easy to go by if you need them. They're not hard to put together, honestly. Anybody could do it. The only thing you need is like a 1/2 inch wrench and a socket, because that's what size these bolts are, or the nuts on the inside here. Got a few more modifications I want to do to it. Those will be future videos. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do some of them. I want to build a like a wood tabletop for this, and I've got some old pallet wood, so I may just make a like a pallet wood tabletop and bolt to the top of this. There's a few other things I have in mind, so you'll probably see this in a couple of future videos. If you enjoyed the video or got something out of it, don't be afraid to hit that like button. And if you want to see future modifications to this box, or if you like watching content about Jeeps, old cars, motorcycles, I'll throw a little bit of woodworking in there from time to time. Hit that subscribe button, and until next time, thanks for watching. Hope I see you again. And remember, don't do drugs, kids.